100 rated chess, but an entire file must be occupied before the game ends. Extremely difficult, but totally not undoable. We get a 151 from Jordan. E4. Among all of the files, the C file and the F file are probably the two easiest files to accomplish this goal, as the knights usually only go to these files, and since he has played E4, bishop C4 is a lot more likely to happen than bishop F4. Therefore, I'll choose the C file. Bishop C4. Exactly as planned. Knight C6. Knight C3, Queen C7, let's go. Didn't happen. It's fine. E6. I will refrain from attacking his queen to avoid unnecessary queen moves. Like that. This is very problematic though, because if I take his queen, he may decide to resign. But unfortunately it is physically forced. At least now he cannot move the queen anymore. As soon as knight c3 happens, we can immediately finish the challenge. And then he went for the other knight. That knight doesn't have any squares to go, so the only logical explanation is that he wants bishop g5, which is a waste of 2 moves in a row. So I guess we'll just prevent that beforehand. To be honest, knight f3 was very confusing. They only play knight f3 in the Sicilian to push d4 when the queen is still helping the d-pawn. But now I can't even see a square for that horsey to come to. I was wrong. I don't really want to take his knight as it removes my knight from the c file and also attacks his bishop on the c file, but if I don't do that, people will say that I am a coward. Therefore, my ego comes first. Castle. Aha. That blunders a bishop, but this bishop is an unreplaceable component to tackle the challenge. Therefore, I'll just pull my knight back. Ha! Now he doesn't have any reasons to move his bishop anymore. Queen c7. It's fine. If he doesn't want to help, I can still do it myself. Bishop h5 check. g6. Checks are way too overrated. Real beginner's tips. Forget checks, captures, attacks. Replace it with develop, develop, develop. Bishop g4. That bishop cannot come back to c4 anymore, so I guess I'll just take over c4 myself. c5 can be occupied by my bishop instead. d4. Aha. That prevents bishop c5, but the entire idea of bishop c5 is to help filling up the c file. Therefore, bishop c5 regardless. D takes c5. 7 squares out of 8. Knight f6. I can't just sit here and wait for knight c3 anymore. I'll do it myself. Bishop f3. I'll bring in more pieces. King g7. Knight c3. Aha. The c file is completely filled up. The challenge is complete. So now if I continue playing, it would just be purely smurfing. Therefore I guess I'll end the video here. Mission accomplished. Have a great day.